Hello everyone, and welcome back to Corpse Factory. Last we left off, we found out a lot of things about Kojiro. Especially the fact that he has a corpse in his apartment. Yeah. We found out a lot more about Kojiro and everyone else, and how things have been going around. And there's also a different faction of Corpse Girl, or as we like to call them, Corpse Girl 2.0, because they're doing things better because they have a herald, and their people are dying because of the herald's hand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should check out the previous video. It's a doozy. So let's continue where we left off, which is, I believe, after Kojiro goes back home after delivering corpses for Noriko. Here we go. Morgue duties have felt mundane lately. Boring. Pointless. Lots of things I'd rather be doing. Had to come in early today thanks to an influx of deceased patients from the hospital. Bodies get passed through the hospital halls and land in my lap, unceremoniously. They need tagging, need to be added to inventory, need to be stored. Cadavers are needier than some people. Don't know where I'm going to store this lot. Running out of room in this place. Only a handful of cold chambers are still available. I wonder if they've gotten any of the cadavers or any of the bodies that they used back from their day business. Cough, cough. I can thank the Human Removal Service for that. This isn't the only morgue in the area, but it's one of the biggest. A lot of cadavers end up here. A lot of victims. Weeks ago, I used to smile every time one of Corpse Girl's victims entered this hallowed place. It was kind of poetic. Noriko cherry-picked corpses from this morgue. Those corpses were delivered to its victims. The victims died and they ended up here as fresh cadavers. Aren't the police, checking where the corpses came from? Because I'm sure they can run a DNA analysis and check which corpse it came from, right? Sorry, which morgue it came from, right? Ready to repeat the cycle. It was beautiful, this circle of death. Now, it's time for it's rare for Corpse Girl victims to arrive. More common are the victims of the Human Removal Service. At least, that's my speculation. When multiple homicide victims arrive on your doorstep every day, it's not hard to piece things together. Lacerations, dismembered limbs, rope marks, bludgeoned skulls. Myriad of mortal wounds inflicted on the flesh. I always suspected Corpse Girl's copycat was behind the sheer amount of death raging across Tokyo. Seeing the fruits of copycat's labor firsthand has convinced me that we're not dealing with simple suicides. And Junpei Matsumoto's words still ring clearly in my ears. Our herald, he carries out all the killings personally. It all adds up. Corpse Girl has truly met her match. While the Human Removal Services continues to claim countless lives, Corpse Girl's success is rapidly declining. Much to Noriko's chagrin, Corpse Girl has become so well known that the general public no longer fears her. That's the problem with becoming famous with a business like that. Like a figure from folklore or a fictional character. Everybody knows the name Corpse Girl, but only the truly gullible believe she can kill people. I call it the Bloody Mary effect. You know what? That's great. That's actually a great name. If someone is predisposed to believe in a horrific entity, they will convince themselves that the said entity truly exists. When targeted by Corpse Girl, such a person will succumb to suicide in an attempt to escape potentially more grisly fate. In reality, they simply play right into the trap of that Corpse Girl has laid for them. Those that treat Corpse Girl as no more than an entertainment or a piece of folklore, like Bloody Mary, are immune to the fear. Someone like this can receive a photo of their own corpse and then shrug it off as no more of a threat than a spam email. It's ironic that success Noriko has sought for so long is the very thing that has rendered Corpse Girl's methods ineffective. I wouldn't say all this to Noriko's face, of course. She's well aware of the situation. As for the Human Removal Service, no one seems to know about it. There's no mention of it anywhere on the internet. Anywhere I can access at any rate. Police investigation, the string of homicides haven't mentioned it. If the site relies on users to request deaths, I'm at a loss to how people are learning about it. It truly seems to be some sort of shadow organization, except for that fact that Junpei Matsumoto essentially walked right up to me and revealed himself. I don't know his motives for doing so, and I don't know how he found out I'm involved with Corpse Girl's work. I really should take care of him. Oh, you can take care of him by sitting by his bedside, reading him bedtime stories, give him a rose. And here we are back at the corpse-infested apartment. Woohoo! A knock at the door. I rub my eyes and sit up slowly. I was falling asleep in my chair again. Still groggy, I get up and look through the front door's peephole. A single lonely package sits on the doormat. Don't know where it came from. Haven't ordered anything online lately. It doesn't look like you ordered anything online. It doesn't look like you order at all. I swing the door open and pick up the plain brown parcel. Something rattles inside. And I'm just going to keep rattling until I sip my tea. Bringing it indoors, I slip my thumb underneath the packaging tape and tear it open. Nestled on a bed of packing foam is a white box adorned with the images of a French press. Ah! The French press, yes. Tomoe. That's right. This is a gift from Tomoe. She really bought me a birthday gift, something that I truly wanted. My friend, Tomoe. After putting the package down, I retrieve my phone and open up Noise. I feel like the end for Noise should be capitalized just because, it's a noun, right? No, sorry, it's like a name, right? So, yeah. Thank you for the birthday present. You got it already? Just now. It's a good brand too. Sweet. Glad you liked it. Maybe I'll brew you a cup one day. Haha. Yep. Yes, please. She looks different. She looks older in this photo. I don't know why. Looks pretty cool. Extra sugar. You got it. Tomoe doesn't send a follow-up message. I take that to mean the conversation has expired. Like your corpses. Yeah, I'll stop. I'm sorry. It feels good that she did such a nice thing for me. If only Noriko could do the same thing. Almost forgotten what it's like to have someone care. Pity she has a boyfriend. Never stops going on about him. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't misconstrue a kind gesture as affection. She was simply bestowing a birthday gift. That's right. That's right. Something most people would do for a friend. Something Noriko didn't even attempt. I don't know how to break down Noriko's barriers. Been trying to for a long time. She never seems to warm up. Maybe chasing her is a lost cause. But I'm tired of being lonely. I'm so tired. Noriko, Tomoe, I don't care. If either of them would accept me, I would give them everything I am. I just don't want to be alone anymore. It could end up being a bit toxic because, you're giving everything you are, then that could be misinterpreted by you, and yeah. The start of another long night. Alone, like always. The cadavers can hardly be called company. I mean, they are a company. They're clearly talking to you in their sleep. I mean, hey. They don't speak. My theory was debunked, I see. Don't laugh at my jokes. Not like living people laugh at my jokes. Anyways. I'm gonna sip tea to that.
Yeah?
Hey, I think I mentioned this a day or two ago, but our reserves have pretty much dried up.
Okay.
Reserves. She means her stash of corpses at the factory. She has a way with words.
Anyway, 3 new requests came through today. I'm really excited. Maybe things will pick up again.
Maybe.
Probably not.
I'll send through photos of the Vics. Can you select some corpses that resemble them? Tomoe will come by with the van.
Okay.
Thanks. Are you okay? You're pretty quiet. More than usual, anyway.
I'm fine.
That's when you know someone's not fine.
I see.
Hmm.
Well, thanks. I'm sending the photos now. Message me when you're done. I'll send Tomoe over.
Yeah.
Even if you had the bodies, even if you had your reserves, you would need bodies that specifically match the victims, right? So, I end the call and return my phone to my pocket. It vibrates 3 times in quick succession as Noriko's photos automatically download. 3 requests. 3 requests. Not much, but enough to lift her spirits. I scan the array of cold chambers lining the walls. This place is packed to the gills. Shouldn't be a problem to find some matches for her. I take a stroll alongside the left row of chambers. All of the bodies within are due for cremation. I can take my pick from here. Just like always, business as usual. I fish my phone out once more and examine the new photos. 2 women, 1 man. Middle-aged, young adult. Young adult. Oh, okay, woman, man, okay. Normal, everyday people. Corpse Girl will wrap her fingers around their throats and try to kill them. Will they shrug off the attempt of their lives? Probably. I mean, just saying. At this point, Corpse Girl is nothing but a farce. They were once a true gripe on hearts, unwilling to shatter a person's equivalence of life from death. And yes, I have absolutely no clue what words I'm using, but they sound cool. I'm sorry. I'll do. Only time will tell. I'll do my best to help Noriko and end their lives. I wander towards the computer at the end of the room and log into the inventory system. Time to find some suitable bodies. Yeah, sure. Cool. Let's do that. Let's go. Yeehaw. I don't know. There are plenty of corpses there. I don't know what she was on about. There are lots and lots of corpses. Oh.
2 of them.
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
I see. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Sheesh. Again?
Sorry. Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth. Even if she doesn't want to hear it.
I heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, is there anything you would like?
Your heart! I mean, not too far off.
With you.
Anything else?
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends. What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I have to look away from her to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
I step away and mutter to myself.
Stupid.
I'm so stupid. Why am I acting so desperately around her all of a sudden? I mean, your mental status is going a bit down, so that can make you feel more and more strongly about certain things and the feeling of want of something.
What kind of hello is that?
A very lazy one.
Frick.
Saw's in a mood.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it.
Is it a date?
You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Saw's, Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
Why, she kill you?
No.
Not yet. Takes me a second to get that she's joking.
Oh.
Tomoe smiles warmly and waves her finger in the air.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with you. So are we doing this or what?
I can't fathom a reason why for Tomoe's recent shift of attitude towards me. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. Tea! And now she wants me to brew coffee for her? Tea! Why? She wants something from me. Is she in love with me? No, no, she's not. Definitely not. No one loves me. Even so, I don't want to be alone. How can I refuse her offer?
Okay, I can put off the Morgan till later.
You finally came to your senses, huh? Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place. The last time a girl visited my home, it was back when I lived in Noriko's apartment. Back when Shizuko. Clucking my tongue serves to distract me from the painful memories. Okay, quick theory here. It's probably wrong, but maybe Shizuko found out about Konoichi? I've forgotten his name. Koji, yeah. Found out about Koji's obsession with corpses and didn't like that, and was going to complain to the cops or something like that. And in doing so, Koji had to kill her. And then she became one of his corpses. That's my theory. Because Koji didn't talk about anything about how or why she died. He just said that she died, which I think is a little bit suspicious. So,
Let's go.
well, Tomo is gonna freak out when she finds out about the corpse over there.
This is your place, huh? It's freaking dark in here.
Zaz.
You a vampire or something?
Oh no, you found out. Did I glow in the dark? I mean, sorry, glow in the sun. Imagine vampires glowing in the dark. Actually, I'll write that down for a D&D idea. That sounds like a great idea.
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
Tomoe looks around the small room and stands uncomfortably by the wall.
You don't bring girls back here very often, do you?
What gave it away? Was it the creepy looking interrogation room that I have for a living room? No, not at all.
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
True.
I wonder if the voice actor actually says ain't in and all that. Or maybe they try to do it for the character, of course. These are all great voice actors.
Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya?
I don't know. I'm usually called very dull, so.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Your boyfriend?
No, jeez, away from Noriko.
Oh.
See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree? All this shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
How so?
Well, there's the business with, what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course. We're besties, you know? They've been out there killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public. Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her. So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire. She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko. And she's gonna get locked up for life. I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up. Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Accomplices?
Accomplishments. That's what we are. We've accomplished something great. We're doing art, technically.
Yeah, that. We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Of course I am. I've got people to take care of. What would Shinya do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
Tomoe's crestfallen countenance makes the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break away from mine and she tries hard to restrain herself from sobbing.
I can't. I don't think I can do this anymore. No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I understand. This is difficult for her. She's torn between loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game. It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested. You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us.
That is true.
If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you part ways with Noriko.
You know, you really are more understanding than you look.
It's just an obvious path to take. I mean,
I thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
I mean, that too. I mean, people do call me Deathface. No, bro. Deathface, no, bro. He's here again. Yeah.
Thanks.
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
That's probably not going to end up well.
It's for the best. I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Technically, you do, if you really think about it. So, you know.
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory. Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh, shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
She's going to stab him.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least. You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment. My apartment. Not anymore. I haven't lived there for a while, but it'll always feel like mine. I wonder if there's any old memories to find between its walls.
Okay, I'll come with you. Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me her keys.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I mean, hey, sometimes people just want to break some windows and do some breaking and entering, you know? I shrug and let the accusation slide. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not like I'm gonna steal anything. I didn't expect a flood of mundane recollections to drown my mind as soon as I started climbing the stairs. This place has such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shizuko. Shizuko! It's foggy but familiar. I don't even feel like the same person I was back then. But of course, I'm the same. I'm still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse.
It's the corpses in the walls. Yeah, definitely. Those are definitely there.
What is it?
Don't know.
Mold? Mildew? No, it's more sickening than that. It's something rotten.
Yuck. Anyway, her place is up just a few more levels.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before?
Oh, Kojiro. You explained that, huh?
Huh.
Tomoe abandons all her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. When we reach the landing below Noriko's floor, a young girl's voice rings out.
Hello?
No, you don't see us. We're ghosts. Go back inside, kid.
Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl, no older than 7, is knocking repeatedly on the door of an apartment.
Huh?
Oh no. She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
My name is Lucifer. I am the king of hell. You know, very obvious. Yeah.
Kojiro.
The horns. It tells you everything.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
Momo.
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. The door's locked. I can't get inside.
I see.
Somehow the girl has locked herself outside her own apartment.
Is your
She's a
mommy
big
or
brain.
daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
Let me try, okay?
She's gonna yell at the door. The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. Tomoe slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding her strength back.
Yo, anyone home up in here?
Yo, it's me, Daddy-o! Wait till I finish up with the cooking. I'm just cooking up some corpses. You should be fine with that, right?
Hello? Anyone there?
What if the dad's dead because of human hunter people? After a good 30 seconds of pounding on the door, Tomoe puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
Tomoe grimaces and looks me dead in the eyes.
You don't think something happened, do you?
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on one knee so that I come to face with the girl.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to remember.
He was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
She didn't look very fully convinced with that. I stand back up and turn to Tomoe. She raises an eyebrow as if in disbelief of the polite persona I adopted to talk to the girl.
If he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us. Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable.
I mean,
I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Something happened to Dad?
now look what you did, Noriko.
No, honey. I didn't mean it like that. Kojiro, we need to get in there.
Tomoe's sentence is cut off as the apartment door suddenly opens. A formidable man, broad-shouldered with a smoldering expression, now inhabits the doorway. Oh.
Clear the doorway.
Clear the doorway. He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at somebody behind him.
The daughter's right here. Bring her with us. Hurry it up.
The stern man pushes past me and I stumble as I try to get out of his way. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of half a dozen uniformed police officers shuffling out of the apartment behind him encourages me to not retaliate.
Daddy?
Dragged along behind one of the officers is a handcuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God. Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Was he working for the Corpse Party 2.0? Corpse Factory! Damn it! I keep messing up the names. Corpse Girly Girl 2.0? Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officers yank him away from his daughter. He's accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments, as I sip my tea.
Daddy! Come back! Daddy!
The final police officer to exit the apartment bends down in front of Momo. He mumbles something to her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her towards the staircase.
Let go of me! Daddy!
What the fuck is going on here?
Tomoe takes a step towards the officer, her finger slowly curling into a fist.
Don't.
I clutch her fist in my own and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved. It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning, as she stops struggling against me.
Momo.
The young girl is escorted downstairs, and Tomoe stands defeated next to me.
What the hell just happened?
Maybe they find a connection to someone through him. I don't know. Tomoe is uncharacteristically quiet as she searches Noriko's apartment for clean clothing. Witnessing that man, Kenji, get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirits. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave that apartment. The guy with the broad shoulders. He looked familiar. Very familiar. Seemed to be in charge of the police officers. A detective? Yes, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the human removal service strings of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji, is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the Herald? A neighbor of Noriko's? Could it truly be? This whole building just houses people with interesting views on people's lives. More tea has been consumed. It is now warm. It's gonna get cold soon. Could Kenji truly be the leader of the human removal service? I tried to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko's. He might even be on speaking terms with her. He might have access to Noriko's computer, her website. Could he have been the original hacker stealing Corpse Girl's requests, the copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely that not only that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko, someone who has an inside view of her life. It's probably Aoi. But what's his motive? Looked like a normal guy, just a father living in his daughter. Honey, I'm just going to live inside of you real quick. What could have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same in the first place? Never mind that. It's irrelevant right now. Kenji, are you the one you've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet, the herald, the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
I blink a few times and look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend some time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. Interesting. Very interesting. No, I honestly expected like the game to like start not climax, what's the word? Start, tying up all its knots by this point, but there's just more and more mystery added to it. And I think it's pretty cool. Not a morning person, never have been. But running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it. Still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions didn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading. Couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked. The same questions kept bouncing around in the inside of my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss, and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Kojiro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
You can have a break if you finally do the world a bidding and take out all the corpses. Yes. She sighs, sits up, and reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now. I know Noriko well. The can slips through Noriko's slender fingers, and comes to rest safely in her lap.
Oh.
The instant change of mood.
Thanks.
Tea is better though. She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it. Now, questions.
Fine. Go.
Do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah? I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes dart away from mine, and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji... We used to talk, but then... Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
Oh, that's
This
all? Okay.
is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can't hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I don't.
Went to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And the detective from TV.
Detective? Wait. Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No. The detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa?
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa, not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders slump.
Poor Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated. Oh god! My tape fell from my hands. I'm gonna leave this on my bed now just because it won't fall into my keyboard. I'm sorry about that. Or am I? Dun dun dun. Okay, I realized why she's laughing because in the very first episode, you should go and watch it if you haven't. She mentions how what is it? She mentions how she's using his internet, so that if the police catches Corpse Girl, they'll catch him because it's his internet. So, yeah.
Oh! That's fantastic!
Don't know if she's lost the plot or if she's figured something out.
All those precautions I took. All that preparation. It finally paid off!
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing,
So she thinks Corpse Girl is a separate entity now, okay? When Corpse Girl first told her, I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referred to herself as.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk. I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked
She
by
might have
anyone
DID.
watching me.
Maybe.
I took certain measures to protect myself.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to. Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. The more concerning fact is that she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta throw your neighbors to the wolves, you know? Sometimes you gotta be the wolf, sometimes you gotta throw them to the wolf. Yeah. Yeah. In order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at her word, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. Yeah, it's okay. So okay, never mind. So Kenji is not an evil person. Interesting. Okay, okay. He was just a scapegoat. Wrong place, wrong time.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one. And I'm off the hook.
Yeah, no, it's pretty easy to see all the devices logged into a router, and they're probably gonna figure out it's your laptop, and yeah.
Sure, if you say so.
Yeah, no one sounds convinced.
That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
You've been logging to Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too. Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web. I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address.
Still, it's not hard to. I mean, okay, it is hard at times, but you can still trace that.
That can't be traced.
It
Right?
definitely can. I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
But I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait. Normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police. Especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation has given me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. A phrase that loops within my mind. Verbatim. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I rubbed my chin in thought.
Gotta go. You good here?
Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right. Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. I'm honestly not sure how this is gonna go. Got a few hours before I need to be at the morgue. Usually night shift, not a good combination with an early morning. At least there are no deliveries to make today. First for Noriko or for Corpse Girl. For the best. If Tomoe is quitting the business, we won't have a driver. Didn't really think about that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's a Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Corpse Girl. That's what the person I know as Noriko told me. That begs as a follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? Is Corpse Girl a person, someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambition for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Is Noriko nothing but a puppet? Too many questions. I think it's more of Noriko having another identity as Corpse Girl. She like a different personality as Corpse Girl. But if this is the case, I think it might be Aoi who's doing it. And Noriko doesn't remember because of reasons, I guess. Doubt Noriko will be willing to spell it out for me, not if she's going to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I can't get the quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces in the puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald, Junpei Matsumoto, Kenji Ogawa. Alright, here's a different kind of theory that I have. I'm having too many theories, I know, but what if the Human Removal Service is also being headed by Noriko? What if Noriko is going at late at night and killing people by herself? Or has hired someone to do that? Interesting. Too many assumptions. Too many shadow figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. I like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel 3 steps behind Noriko, behind whatever Corpse Girl is. Maybe Tomoe has the right idea. Maybe getting out of this situation is for the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty, but that has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kenji situation. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. If Tomoe quits now, will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. Tomoe knows too much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong word slip in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how. I don't know by what measure Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind, and her ambitions are steeled by some otherworldly force of will.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she's told Noriko that she'll be quitting, but there's no time to waste. This is concerning.
Can I help you?
Tomoe in?
She's, are you a friend of hers?
Yeah. This is an emergency.
Really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy, I assume Tomoe's boyfriend, goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now and the sun is setting. I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro?
Oh, wow, nice outfit. I feel like I've seen it before. I think I have. I think I saw her wear it when she was going out with the dude. I forgot his name already. God damn it. Shinya.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address? You know what? I'd rather not know.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Oh, wait. Who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I take care of him?
You couldn't do anything, but it's cute that he thinks like that. My nostrils flared as I choked back a laugh. This guy's pretty scrawny. I'm the martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe that he'd pose a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the boyfriend.
He needs to go.
Seriously?
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here.
That dude's very, what's the word? Insecure, that's the word.
Just who is this guy?
Or well, concerned is
Is
the
he
word
an
as well, I guess.
ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him.
Yeah, okay.
You just watch me.
Insecure.
No need for that. Not here to steal
Well, I
your
guess
girl.
everyone is insecure up to a point in a relationship, so.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted.
They just told you, dude. Also, wow, he's very sensitive.
If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
Okay. The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay.
Tomoe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her
So
apartment.
what the fuck is this all about?
Need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Probs. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave our merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Sure. You say that now, but wait for 5 minutes. I'm assuming something's gonna happen in 5 minutes. If it doesn't, well, smash that dislike. That's right. I was wrong. I deserve a dislike.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Tomoe simply frowns at what I consider to be a startling revelation. Maybe Noriko has, she either has DID, dissociative identity disorder, or she either has a psychological issue where she's hearing voices or something like that. Maybe because she did mention that her sister and mother, like her mother, was not sane anymore, and her sister went to prison and stuff. So maybe she has an issue as well. You know, family kind of thing.
Well,
That's passed
of course
down
she's
from her
not.
mother.
We're working with her.
Guess I didn't explain well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Well, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it. I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing. And she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
Probably not, but hey, here's hoping for the best. I'm not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started, why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled when a heavy form stumbles into me.
Oh.
With his ear pressed against the door, Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was, just,
Gotta go. Bye.
Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex. Well, now he knows. Everyone knows everyone who's Corpse Girl. Everyone, yay, Corpse Girl, cool, yeah. My late arrival at the morgue is not met by any form of chastisement. The place is empty, devoid of life, nothing out of the ordinary there. Though, something is off. It's too empty. Glancing around at the walls of the cold chambers, I immediately notice something suspicious. The majority of the chamber doors aren't sealed shut. They're slightly ajar as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. I would never do such a thing. I know to press the doors firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving a cold chamber unsealed is a surefire way to assist in a cadaver's deterioration. And an unsealed chamber allows an odor of decay to leak out into the morgue. Right now, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary. Meaning, these cold chambers are empty. Someone has removed the cadavers that were stored inside. This place was full to the brim just a day ago. There wasn't a single empty cold storage. Now, a cursory glance shows that a good 90% of the cold chambers are unsealed.
Fuck.
If you come into the police, you'll have an alibi to this, right? So, gets a little tricky, you could do that, you know? My initial sense of uncertainty gives way to panic. I jog towards the left wall of chambers and start pulling out the sliding trays one by one. Empty, empty, empty. One after another. Each chamber is devoid of its macabre contents. Macabre. Even the HRPs have been removed.
Shit.
I come across one cold chamber that is still sealed. I press the release button in as I pull the handle forward. The familiar hiss of cold air escaping from the hollow space does little to allay my fears. I slide the tray out and sigh. Empty. It would seem that even the properly closed chambers have been evacuated.
Oh, fuck shit.
I dash to the opposite wall. The row of cold chambers that store bodies are not due for cremation. The row that Noriko isn't allowed to access to. But just like any other wall, every chamber is empty. Doors ajar, unsealed, empty. I thoroughly check each and every one.
No luck.
I trudge towards the computer on the far wall. Logging into the inventory, I scan through the list of recent arrivals and departures. No bodies came in today. Unusual, but not itself a cause of concern. More importantly, no bodies have been checked off as removed by the premises. Each and every body that has disappeared from this place has not been. Wait, what? Each and every body that has been okay, have not been accounted for. That makes sense. Okay. I can only draw one conclusion. The morgue has been robbed.
Sorry to rock up so late.
It's fine. I was awake.
Okay. Bad news.
Hit me.
Morgue's been plundered.
Plundered? What, are you a pirate now?
Arr, I'm the morgue pirate. I go through the high seas to collect all the bodies of the deep, so I can turn them into, what's the dude's name? Davy Jones's morgue. Har har har. They're at the bottom of the ocean. Arr.
Wait, your tone. You're not joking.
Hey, glad we know each other so well.
No.
Explain.
All the cadavers have been stolen. Cold chambers are completely empty.
Fuck!
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
How could you let this happen?
Me? I'm no security guard. Don't put this on me.
How am I supposed to acquire corpses now? How the fuck am I supposed to appease Corpse Girl?
Okay. Despite the fact that she's having a Noriko moment, I don't miss the fear in her voice. Appease, Corpse Girl. Not something you'd say if referring to yourself. She's clearly referring to someone else, some other being. Time to put her on the spot. It's like of always being 3 steps behind. Okay, that's not concerning at all.
Who's Corpse Girl?
What?
Yeah, Noriko. Who's Corpse Girl, huh? Huh? I want to know too. Everyone wants to know. Everyone's so curious. There are thousands of people watching this. Yeah. Yeah.
Who is she?
Ah! My
Don't act dense.
more things are
I'm
falling down.
Corpse
I'm
Girl.
sorry.
If you're trying to be funny, it isn't working. Now isn't the time. We've lost everything, Kojiro.
You can still go back to your old business model. That's actually much safer than this. But okay.
I've got a couple of bodies here at the factory, but they're allocated to victims already.
Again, don't the bodies need to match the victims? You can't just use anybody for any victim from what I've understood so far. Big brains, you know.
Corpse Girl gets any new requests? We won't be able to fulfill them.
There, you did it again. You referred to Corpse Girl as another person.
Can you stop messing around? Don't you see how serious this is?
I do.
I do. I see how serious this entire situation has become. Noriko is delusional. She refers to Corpse Girl she refers to Corpse Girl as both herself and as another person. She pays no heed to the difference in her words, even when called out. She doesn't seem to be aware that she's doing it. Could be a personality disorder. Can't place blame on her if that's the case, but I think it's more than that. She believes she's being guided or goaded by Corpse Girl, forced to achieve her ambitions. There's more to it than a personality disorder. Something I'm not seeing.
So, what do we do?
What can we do? You'll have to break into another morgue. Start stealing corpses for me.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't say no to me.
No.
I'd do just about anything for you. But sometimes, you need to know when to call it. There's no moving forward from here.
I can't give up, Kojiro. I've come so far.
But you've gone back quite a bit too, so...
Somebody stole the cadavers from the morgue. From my morgue. Somebody who knows what I'm involved in. It wasn't an attempt to stop what we're doing.
What do you mean?
It was a message. Whoever did it, pulling
Oh, crap.
700 stiffs from a morgue. all at once without getting busted.
Whoever did it wanted to prove that they're more powerful than we are. There we go.
That's something even we couldn't achieve. Someone knows our operation, inside and out. Someone knows what we do and how we do it. And they wanted to prove that they can do it better.
It's either Tomoe, Noriko, or Aoi that are my suspects so far.
The human removal service.
Who else?
Damn it.
Hope you can see the truth now. We can't continue with them in the picture.
You're right. Our next move is to destroy them. Destroy the Herald.
That wasn't exactly what I was getting at. I was only trying to discourage Noriko from continuing with her
What do
operation.
you propose?
You said you'd do nearly anything for me.
More or less.
Gosh, dang it.
Then, hunt down Junpei Matsumoto. Again, he needs to reveal the identity of his leader, the Herald.
Oh boy.
Right. Didn't work so well last time.
Can't forget that night. Had the guy beaten and bruised on the ground. Stubborn pup.
You were interrupted last time. Aoi got in the way, didn't she?
Yeah, tried to defend her boyfriend.
You need to extract information from Junpei at any cost. When you're done, kill him.
I have no problem with that. But if Aoi is present again, I'll have to back down.
A few seconds of silence makes me ponder if Noriko still has her head in the conversation. I'm about to repeat myself when she finally speaks.
If Aoi interferes,
Kill her, she's gonna say that now. The music's gone.
kill her.
And just like that, Noriko's true heart is revealed. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. I was right to fear for Tomoe's life earlier. I was right to fear for my own. If Noriko will cut down her best friend in the world, then she will show no mercy to anyone else. This kind of resolve, this steel-hearted determination, I can't help but admire it. I respect Noriko.
If I do this for you, I want something in return.
What?
Be with me.
Okay. Alright. That's one thing to say, I assume. Alright, that's one thing to get out of this. You say don't get involved, but also you're getting involved. This is a very conflict of interesty.
You still want me?
I've never wanted you more. I'm in love with you, Noriko, in case that
crap,
wasn't
sorry.
clear before.
Okay. Take care of this issue for me, and you can call me yours. I'll be your girlfriend, or your wife, or your mistress. Whatever you want. My heart will be yours.
That's all I wanted to hear. All I needed to hear. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. Noriko, Shizuko, even Tomoe, it doesn't matter. I just want somebody to love me, to hold me.
Okay, I'm on it. Leave it to me.
Thank you, Kojiro. I'm putting my faith in you.
I step back, turn around, look up, stare at the stars in the pollution-cluttered sky. When we get together, perhaps we can live in Noriko's apartment. My old place. It'll be like coming home after a long absence. Noriko will replace Shizuko in my heart, and life will go on. Okay. It's not going well, is it? Alright, so I'm gonna edit over here. I'm gonna save quickly. Oh crap. Wait, I only have this many. I don't have multiple full. Okay, that sucks, but okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Holy crap. Alright. I have no words to say anymore. Things are happening. Things are going. I am mightily concerned. Everyone's just lost their sanity. Alright. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So much concern happening right now. Yeah. That was the video. I am just concerned. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah. That happened. That's gonna happen, probably. And if you want to find out more, then, like, share, sub the dub. Because we'll play more of this. We're definitely gonna finish this. Because I am very curious as to who the person behind the other corporation is. It's either Noriko, it's either Tomoe, or Aoi. I have a high thought that it might be Noriko, but it could be Tomoe too. Could be I don't know, Fujikawa, the detective. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Wow, a lot happened today. Holy crap. I mean, this is interesting to see from Kojiro's perspective. Wow. Just wow. Alright. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. And stay corpsey. Bye. Woohoo. Bye.